What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good? What's up, people? What is up? It is me. I am L Teddy 27, and I am back. We're here for another review. This is going to be our review for Lovers and Friends. This is season 1, episode 3. Forgot that point. It is entitled The Private Dates. So we start off this episode with the bachelors making their choices. So we start off with Jamil. Jamil chose Jeremy for his private date. His friends chose David to also go on a private date. Now, production. When you all transitioned from Jamil to Premier, Lon D said that they chose Aaron and David instead of Jeremy and David. And essentially what you ended up doing was you gave away who one of Premier's dates was before we should have known. Because next we came to Premier and we found out he chose Dennis and his friends chose Aaron. But you kind of messed that up, production. So then we see Jamil and Jeremy go on a date. Now, there was another mess up here because Jamil was at this like frozen yogurt spot waiting for Jeremy or whatnot, and there was this. They were trying to do this like graphic with Jeremy's name or what a graphic showing like a text message between Jamil and Jeremy, but it said David instead of Jeremy. So that was, a mess up right there. Production, I'm sorry. When I see stuff, I have to call it out. So, but anyway, they went on a date to this frozen yogurt shop. There was definite connection between Jamil and Jeremy. Jeremy did have to school Jamil on the fact that, and I don't know why, if you hung around white people all your life, Jamil, you should know by now. White men love them some black sex and some black dick, but not all of them, most of them don't like black men. Just like Jeremy told you, and it baffles the mind that you're just becoming hip to this and you 30 years old. Something don't seem right about that. That's something you learn way early on. Anyway, I thought it was a great date, but I'm just going to be honest. I don't think that on a first date, you should introduce the conversation about having an open relationship. Because, that's not a first date conversation. Oh, how do you feel about open relationship? That's like a down the line. Definitely not a first date conversation. Because I'm going to think in my mind, wait a minute. You on this date with me. First of all, you have to have me even interested in trying to see if I want to pursue a relationship with you before you start to say, let's introduce other people into this equation. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a first date conversation to me. So then, so that was that day. It was real cool. They seemed to have a good vibe, a nice connection there. So then Premier and Aaron went on a date. And let me backtrack. When we saw Premier choose Dennis, you could tell that that's who the friends wanted to pick for Premier. And so, because Cece said underneath her breath, like, he's such a bitch. And she said that about Premier because that's who they wanted to pick. So they ended up, like, last minute having to just try and find somebody to pick, and they chose Aaron. But After seeing this date, I was like, are these your real friends? If that's the person that they chose, like, Aaron would have been at the bottom of my list, just being honest. There's no way, like, I really would have been upset with my friends for choosing Aaron. If I'm being honest, Aaron would have been the first one I would have cut out the date anyway. But I mean, remember when they had to cut somebody at the beginning, he would have been the one I cut. But that's a whole nother story. So they went out on this date anyway. They went to this go-kart place, and there was this back and forth. Premier was very gregarious, like normal, really nice personality. Aaron, was very, you had to press him to answer questions or to really get into the conversation. Sometimes he seemed a bit pretentious, and sometimes I felt like Aaron was just saying something that he felt was cute, like when he made that a black person would like to hear, like when he said, "Oh, I feel like I'm a mix between Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion." Would you have said that if you were somebody with somebody who wasn't black, Aaron? I wasn't here for it. When he started singing, I was frightened. I was literally frightened when he started to sing. It was a mess. Um, I kept, during the entirety of this date, I kept thinking, why are you still on this date? Like, can we get this date over with? I just kept thinking that. And I just kept thinking, what kind of friends do you have if that's who they chose for you? A mess, a mess. And so it went off from there. So we only got to see the one date for each of the bachelors, and we'll see the second date next week. Like I said, I love this show, but that date with Aaron was a mess. Just a damn mess. Y'all gotta do better, friends. Y'all gotta do better. Production, y'all have a few snafus this time. Now, production, y'all gonna have me looking with an eagle eye at every little thing from here on out to see if there's any other things that you all missed on the editing room floor. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all this week for lovers and friends. Until next week, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.